Today we'll be talking about which subwoofer should you buy for your room. And this is mostly for small to medium rooms. So let's get started. Now, the first question that comes to everyone's mind is how much should be your subwoofer budget? Now, the subwoofer budget should be around 30% of your total budget, or it should be equal to the budget of your AVR. Now, how did I come up with this number? I'm going to show you a chart of it. It roughly estimates how much your speakers are being used when you're playing any type of content on your home theater system, and what should be the AVR budget of your total. And here, if you see, the subwoofer and the AVR budget is more or less the same in most of the scenarios. So, roughly, your subwoofer budget should be less or equal to the AVR budget. Now that we've decided on the budget, I've got budgets starting from 40,000 that go up to 1.5 lakhs. And we'll be doing this in steps of 20,000 so that you have a subwoofer for every budget. Now, let's start with 40,000. At 40,000, you have the Polk Audio Monitor XT10, which is priced at 39,000. This is available on Amazon, and this subwoofer is 50 watts with peak powers at 100 watts. It's a downward firing ported subwoofer. So it does go down till about 30 hertz, but you shouldn't expect much from it. But at this price, what this subwoofer is offering, honestly, it is quite good. The price point at which these subwoofers are, these do a damn good job. And if you don't want to spend much on subwoofer, or you just don't like the entire enveloping sound of a subwoofer, then yeah, this is the least amount you should spend on a subwoofer. And the Polk Audio Monitor XT10 is a good starting point. Now, this subwoofer is meant for small rooms, and when I say small rooms, to about 100 square feet. If you have larger rooms, then please you need to have a more higher powered subwoofer. The next price point is 60,000, and we have the Klipsch R120SW. Now, this is the reference series, and Klipsch is a well known brand. It's from the US, and they make pretty good subwoofers. Now, this one, the Klipsch goes as low as 29 hertz. It's backported, and again, for the price, 56,000 or 55,000, it delivers quite well, and it's good enough for medium sized rooms, roughly 200 to 250 square feet. And since it's backported, you might want to leave around 6 to 7 inches from the wall. Don't put it right up against the wall, because of the backport, it needs to breathe. So 6 to 7 inches from the wall, and the ideal subwoofer placement. Now, the next price point is 80K, and for this we have the Definitive Technology Descent DN10. This speaker starts going into the mid-tier price category, and at 80K you are getting 300 watts of power with a frequency response of 23 hertz. And in my testing, it went down to even 20 hertz. Even though it's a sealed subwoofer, it doesn't compromise on power, and Definitive Technologies are well known for the hard hitting bass. This is a sealed subwoofer, so it can be used for music as well as movies. Now, I generally prefer sealed subwoofers over ported subwoofers. The reason being, there's no chaffing in a sealed subwoofer, and also as it ages, it won't go bad. So with ported subwoofers, over the years, they do tend to have the chaff effect, or they overextend the bass and they have that boominess to it. For cheaper budget options, you can go for ported, but if you do have the budget, I would recommend sealed over ported, because they're just better sounding. And now we have the 1 lakh category. At 1 lakh, there is no other competition except the SB1000 Pro. Now, I'm recommending the SB over the PB again because it's a sealed subwoofer. I prefer sealed, but if you just use it for home theater and nothing else, and chaffing is something that you're not worried about, then sure, go for the PB. But in my opinion, you should go for SB over the PB series. The entire reason being because they are very precise. So my choice is SVS SB1000 Pro, and they go very low. I have them personally, and I just love the sound of them. They can even fill a medium to large room. So if you have something like maybe 300 square feet of a room, they're good enough for that, provided they are placed well. You can't have any subwoofer which is not placed well and exactly how it's supposed to perform. So subwoofers are highly place dependent speakers. You need to place them judiciously. Now, going above 1 lakh, I would just recommend the SVS series. If you go up to say 1.2, 1.3 lakhs, then go for the SB 2000. And if you go beyond say 1.5, 1.6, then go for the SB 3000. There isn't any other subwoofer company that I would recommend at this point because SVS just does it the best. And that's my recommendation.